everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. Happy 4th of July! Heck yeah, it's America! Celebrating our independence from our British overlords. And seeing as how I needed an excuse to do it, I'm going to make this celebration special. I'm going to make this entire month about America. These are the American Ninja sequels, starting with number 2. Ha, number 2. Anyway, you might recall that a while back I reviewed a movie called American Ninja. It stars Michael Dudikoff as Joe Armstrong, an American in the army who fights off Colombian drug lords and their ninja cronies because, you know, he's a ninja too. But American. He also teams up with some of his army buddies, including Curtis Jackson, an all-around badass who likes having excuses to take his shirt off. The sequel follows these two as they're promoted and sent to a Caribbean island to investigate the disappearance of some Marines. I'll let you know now, ninjas are behind it. But not just any ninjas, these are super ninjas this time. I'm feeling patriotic now. Let's immerse ourselves in America. So these Marines are on shore leave when some of the locals decide to start hassling them.
Yankee Marines earn a lot of money. Give me $1.
That's all you're gonna wager for? $1? Alright, Alex, tell them what they want. A bar fight 3 minutes in? This sequel is more action-packed. Is this just what locals do when they're bored, start fighting Marines? No, of course not. That'd be silly. This is actually a clever ruse so that they can let their ninja buddies in the bar to kidnap the Americans. Alright, so since the biker-looking guys could beat them up pretty easily, why did they need ninjas for this? I guess the question will remain unanswered. They fail to notice a little boy in the corner who witnessed the whole thing. Who cares about any of that stuff? I want to see Michael Dudikoff already. I bet Joe went all crazy and became a ninja vigilante, fighting alongside Curtis and defending the honor of his lady friend Patrice. What? Patrice isn't in this one? Oh. Well, he fights alongside Curtis while coming to terms with the fact that Patrice left him and... what? They don't explain why she left or even acknowledge her existence? Oh. Yay! So Joe and Curtis arrive on the island to investigate the disappearance. That means it's party time! Woo! Toto's joke is that he charges money for errands. At least he's useful to the plot, so I'll give him a pass. I'm letting you know right now, the sequels do not give a crap. They just did whatever they wanted by this point.
Sir?
See this guy? That's Wild Bill. He's the commanding officer. He explains that the Marines dress like civilians because they don't want trouble from locals, but really, he didn't have to dress like that. That's just silly. I'll let you in on the shocker though. He doesn't like Joe and Curtis! Oh, that isn't a great foot to start on at all! Anyway, he explains the situation to them, what Toto said he saw, and who saw the missing Marines last, a fellow Marine named Tommy.
Men in black suits. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've gotta love how nonchalant they are about it. Like, ninjas are just kind of annoying more than anything. While we're on the subject, why are ninjas in the Caribbean? Charlie invites the two of them water skiing and... Really, guys? I mean, I don't expect them to ski in uniform, but come on.
Our fan club is beginning to grow.
That's not fair. They have to fight off an army of ninjas and get blamed for being glory boys before people get pissed off at them. The music says awesome fun time, but Joe's expression says he gives not one fuck. You mean Tommy was working for the baddies? I'm disappointed in this betrayal and— nah, just kidding. We saw him working with the bad guys in the beginning. Bummer, we wouldn't want the audience to be surprised by anything. While the other guys go for a swim, Curtis keeps an eye on Tommy while Joe inspects the boat. Behold, the subtlety and stealth of the ninja! In the tradition of my last American Ninja review, I think we need to sum up some of these fight scenes with a montage. We need something to get the audience pumped up and ready for action. Everybody's got something. Least stealthy ninjas ever. Wow, that was a soft landing, all things considered.
Ninja? What the hell are ninja?
An excellent question, one that the people involved with the American Ninja movies have yet to answer. Later that night, Tommy sneaks up on Joe while he's sleeping to tell him to meet him the next day at the Blind Beggar. Gee, knowing that someone on that boat trip is working for the other side must clue him in so that he knows not to go and— nah, I'm just kidding, he goes anyway. Puppy! Oh, he teleported away, I guess. Joe meets up with Tommy in the bar just in time for another fight scene. That's right, they're taking this inside. Seriously, they all go one at a time. They even get cues from the leader guy. This is not an effective assassination attempt. That's right, he's gonna go after you, America! Joe is kinda pissed over the whole attempted murder thing, and he finds out from Tommy that he set him up because a man called the Lion has his wife. The Lion is a millionaire drug lord who owns the nearby Blackbeard Island and is doing research on something or other.
Did you hear that? Someone's there, man. I hear somebody.
Well, let me just go to the open window then. Oh, my only regret is being a dumbass.
I mean, what is this? Ninjas, drug pushers, my men being kidnapped and murdered? This is really beginning to get on my tits. And one more thing. There's a reception tomorrow afternoon at the governor's mansion. A token party of officers and other ranks are required to attend. I would like you men there.
Ooh, this kidnapping and murder is getting on my nerves. You two had better make up for it by coming to this party. I mean it.
And to avoid any other complications, I want you dressed as Marines.
Marines?
Get it? That isn't their part of the military.
Don't stand there staring at the guests mingle. And you, don't get drunk and go puking on the pavements.
Whatever. I'll get drunk and puke on the pavement if I want. While Joe is hard at work, Curtis is making nice with the ladies. Those kidnapped and possibly dead Marines can wait. They notice that one of the men at the party, a friend of the governor's, is Leo Burke, a drug dealer on Blackbeard Island. That means that Burke is the Lion! His first name is Leo. Get it? Before they can do anything, it's discovered that Joe was with Tommy when he died and he's accused of murder. Aw man, he's been in this situation before. We're also introduced to our lady character of the film, Alicia Sanborn, whose father, the real owner of Blackbeard Island, has been kidnapped by Burke.
Who do you think you are, showing up here? Oh, I tell you now, I'd love to kill you! This man is a criminal. Arrest him! Just say no!
They didn't believe her just because she slapped him and gave him death threats? Bogus, man!
Well, gentlemen, I don't think the U.S. Armed Forces ever let a lady down yet.
Yes, sir. We should kick some ass.
Take my car.
Yes, sir.
That's right, Curtis and Joe are kicking ass for America. They follow the men taking Alicia away to the blind beggar. I'd say Joe and Curtis have skills, but these are probably the least subtle kidnappers ever. They go inside and... Yeah, you know the drill. I'm not even doing inappropriate montage music here. The music they use is pretty hilarious anyway.
How about lunch? How you doing, babe? Get out my way. Give me some skin. Yes.
Smell that? That's the smell of victory. That's right. During the course of this fight scene, Curtis fights off a crowd of people to the sound of bowling pins, Charlie tries to score a date, the two of them low five, and Joe rescues a kidnapped victim, all while Curtis slowly loses more and more of his shirt. Sweet. The car gets wrecked, and Joe, Curtis, and Charlie return with the jacked up vehicle.
What is this, Farley? Some kind of a joke?
Sorry, sir?
Oh, we just had to kick some ass, sir.
I love that. Kicking some ass is actually a legitimate excuse in this movie.
Give me a call.
Yes.
Burke's head ninja, so to speak, reports back that Joe and the others helped Alicia get away. Burke declares war on the American Ninja. Wait, what about Curtis and Charlie? They were fighting too. Curtis and Wild Bill work on getting a recon mission sent to Blackbeard Island, while Joe goes into hiding and follows a lead on where Alicia went. Who is this lead? Toto, of course.
That'll be $3.
$3? Yeah, well I hit your hat. Joe finds Alicia, and just when you think it's safe, some ninjas show up and ruin your day. I think he just killed him with a combination of a broken neck and fingernail wounds. Could, like, shut your door, lady. Pea shooter will take a ninja star to the face! So were the ninjas just hanging out all around town? Like, was that ninja buying his groceries when Joe happened by? That's when Toto, shows up as their getaway car.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes!
Joe introduces himself and tells Alicia that he needs to get to Blackbeard Island. They're on their way when they come across an obstacle. A foolproof plan, standing unarmed in the middle of the road. Take that! Now you have to drag me behind your truck! Ha ha, outrock, outrock! Hey, wait a second. You don't even know if that motorcyclist was a bad guy. Heck, the audience doesn't know if that was a bad guy. Haha, now I have you where I want you. Damn you, American Ninja!
I need you to go tell Sergeant Jackson that we're going to Blackbeard Island. You got it?
Wait, so now it's Blackbird Island? Ah, Joe can't pay Toto at the moment, so he puts it on his tab. Hilarious! While waiting until nightfall to go to the island, Alicia explains that her father was doing research on a cancer cure when Burke showed up and offered him money for his project. Instead of curing cancer, he wound up creating an army of super ninjas. It was such an obvious trap! Anyway, the Marines were part of the experiment, having their genetic code rewritten so they could be super ninja killing machines. So being a ninja is genetic? Alicia is the bait to keep her father working, so naturally the best place for her to go would be the island the kidnappers live on and produce their super ninjas in. Haha, I love having my own logo for my secret super ninja headquarters. It's great being a cartoon villain. During his big Rally the Villain speech, Burke explains how they went from ninjas. The missing Marines.
These symbols will focus the ultimate power of purpose.
Oh yeah, because it was in the first movie. Whatever. Do we really need a reminder of his backstory this far into the sequel? What was that?
Hi, guys. I'm Joe Armstrong. Wild Bill sent me to take you home. Let's go.
Wild Bill!
Why were they just sitting there? Weren't they going to experiment on them or something? Oh well. Joe and his Marine backup dancers try to get out in the dark and unsuspectingly wander onto the posing field.
Take him to the lab.
Our mating call. Montage time! Did he just pull out a gun? Ninjas can't use guns. That's against the code or... Ah, fuck it.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh day. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
This is how it ends. I'm not even kidding. While Bill asks Joe and Curtis to join the Marines and they decline, Curtis makes out with a random bikini babe, Joe gets together with Alicia, and Toto asks him to pay his bill, which he pays for with a knife. Hooray! That was American Ninja 2. Final thoughts? Much like the first movie, American Ninja 2 is a guilty pleasure film. Sure, it's bad, but it knows who the audience is and has fun with it. There are a lot of great action scenes, the lead actors are badass, and I had a fun time with it. It comes recommended. Next week, American Month continues with American Ninja 3.
Steve James, Marjo Gortner, and introducing David Bradley as the American Ninja. Now the power is in his hands. American Ninja 3.
How you doing, babe? Get out of my way. Give me some skin. Yes.